Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a foundation review on the Clinique Even Better Glow foundation. Now I am aware this is a little sample pot, however this foundation is £28 for a fluid ounce. But my concern with a foundation of this price is that I'm going to buy a full-size bottle, not like it and feel like I've wasted my money. So the higher end foundations, I do tend to get a little sample first, test that out for you guys, which is what I recommend you guys do if you want to try a higher end foundation. And that way you can make sure the shade is right for you as well, because you know what happens. You swatch it in store, it oxidizes, which you don't expect. You swatch it on your hand rather than in your face, which is a completely different colour. So this foundation is supposed to be kind of light to medium coverage. It's supposed to be very skin-like and moisturising. This is, I believe, supposed to be for people with dry skin, which suits me very well. If you're new to my channel, you'll know that I have dry skin, and that's what I use to kind of base my reviews off with foundations. So this foundation does come in 30 shades, which I think is a fantastic shade range. However, looking at it, it seems to be mostly medium tones. There's like one dark tone and a few light tones, which I think is going to be very difficult for people of all kind of skin tones to get behind. So we're going to have a look at the claims. It's a moisturising, luminising, sheer to moderate coverage foundation. It instantly creates natural radiance with subtle luminising pigments. Wear it every day and over time bare skin glows on its own thanks to vitamin C. It's SPF 15 and helps prevent dark spots. It's supposed to be long wearing and oil free, which is good. But I think the problem is it doesn't have anything to kind of combat oil. This is clearly targeted to more dry skin, so I think if you're oily, this foundation may not work for you. It's always worth picking up a sample and giving it a go. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see other content that I put out, and if you press that notification bell, you'll be notified every time I upload. So if you want to see how this foundation applies and wears throughout the day, then keep on watching. Morning guys! So as you know, we're testing out the Clinique Even Better Glow foundation. I have the shade 02 Breeze. So the product in my little sample pot that I have looks really liquidy. And though it looks kind of bright on the viewfinder, it looks quite dark to me. So I'm going to pop a bit on my cheek so you can see what I mean. That looks like it's going to be a bit too dark for me, but we're going to try it anyway. I'm not going out anywhere today, and that's why I tried it today. So as usual, on one side of my face we're going to use my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush, and on the other we're going to use the Real Techniques sponge. This is supposed to be a sheer to kind of medium coverage, but buildable. So we shall test that out. Definitely too dark. Doesn't look too bad on the viewfinder, but on my skin it looks dark. Yeah, I would say at this stage with one layer it's kind of highlight, low medium coverage. I would say the finish is kind of semi-matte satin. I wouldn't say it's very dewy like the LA Girl Pro Illuminating Foundation is, but it's not totally matte like the NYX Total Control Cover Drops. It's looking quite nice. I think what we'll do is we will try the other side with a sponge, and then we will see if we can build it up like it claims we can. The sponge seems to be soaking up more of the product. I'd say this side has a little bit more of a shine, definitely more of a satin finish on this side. I definitely feel like I'm needing more to kind of cover the same amount of skin. This side looks more skin-like. It has a little bit more of a lighter coverage, but I think I prefer it. I don't like it. It's not patchy as such. It just doesn't look very nice on my skin. This side looks better, don't get me wrong. It looks a little bit more natural and a bit more skin-like. However, this side just looks makeup-y to me. It doesn't look bad, don't get me wrong. It's not clinging too badly to any dry spots anymore. Once I've kind of smoothed it out with the sponge, it does look better on the forehead. But my texture all over my nose is really emphasised. The coverage is building slightly, and I would say it's kind of a high medium coverage now. So it's buildable and it does build evenly. It It looks far better with a sponge. I recommend applying this product with a sponge. It looks really nice. Don't get me wrong, it looks really nice and a really nice satin finish, but it's too dark. And this is the lightest shade. And I think the problem with adding more things in is I'm paying £28 for a foundation. So I should be able to have it match me. I shouldn't have to buy something else to mix in with it. I think I can't quite get past how dark this lightest shade is. 02 Breeze. I think it's 02 because they're supposed to be expanding the shade range. But I don't think one shade lighter, unless it was significantly lighter, would be enough. And even then, you're missing the skin tones in between. I'll get back to you once I've put on the rest of my makeup products. Hey guys, I'm back after putting my makeup on. It's about 2 o'clock. I think it's been half an hour since I set my makeup, so we'll call check-in time 1:30. It's a little bit late, but I will still try and keep this foundation on for at least 8 hours. I am aware that this lipstick doesn't go with this eye look. However, I was too lazy to go and get another one. But anyway, so I don't know about the foundation. I think once I've got the rest of my makeup on, it doesn't look too bad in terms of the colour. I mean, it still looks pretty dark on my neck and I would prefer a lighter one. However, I think I could probably get away with it if I blended it further down my neck. I had to set my cheeks because it was still tacky after 5 or 10 minutes. So I had to set my cheeks with a powder and blend products on top, which worked fine. I actually got my Makeup Geek contour pan to work on this foundation, which is good because sometimes that can be a little bit patchy. But in terms of the other makeup I put on my face, Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in C1. I used my Coty Airspun powder. Like I said, I used my Makeup Geek contour pan. I used this shade for my blush from the Revolution Sugar and Spice blush palette. For highlight and to do my inner corners, I used the Revolution Skin Kiss highlighter in Ice Kiss. For my transition on my eyes and then my eyebrows, I used the Revolution Redemption palette. And then on my eyes, I used the Take Me Back to Brazil palette from BH. For my mascara, I used the Origins Ginseng Brightening Mascara. And for my setting spray, I used the Revolution Pro Fix Illuminating Setting Spray. On my lips, I used the NYX Soft Matte Metallic Lip Cream in Rome. This is a really, really nice colour. It does not go with the eye look at all, but I just couldn't be bothered to go and get another lip colour. I'm liking it so far. It looks really nice on my skin. I think we shall see how it wears throughout the day. Hi guys, I thought I'd check in again. It's about 6:30, so I've had the foundation on for about 5 hours now. And I'm not liking it that much. I feel like the problem with it is it's looking quite makeup-y. It's not too cakey yet, but it's starting and I can kind of see it all over my face here. My lines have settled quite badly and I feel like it's emphasised them more than masked them. The texture I don't feel is too bad on my nose like I did to begin with. However, I just don't think it's the foundation for me. It's oxidised at least a shade more. I feel like you can even see it on camera now how dark it is for me. It hasn't gone patchy, which I think is nice. It still looks fairly smooth. I think if it was like this at the end of the day, I would be okay with it. I don't mind looking a little bit cakey towards the end of the day. But this is only 5 hours in, and I think if we go to something like 8 to 10 hours, it's going to look worse and perhaps start to separate, which isn't ideal, especially considering I have dry skin and normally foundations don't separate on me. We'll see how it wears at the 8 to 10 hour point. So it's down like 10 to 10. I've had this foundation on for like 8.5 hours now and I don't like it. I mean, I have scratched a bit off my nose here, but it's looking patchy on my forehead now, and that's not what I like. I'd rather it look dry than patchy, but it just looks all cakey and horrible on my face. My contour is the only kind of thing that's like my contour and highlight I've held, at least. I think that's the only kind of upside for this. But otherwise, I don't like it. I don't think it's worth the money. Yeah, sorry, I just don't like it. If you liked this video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my videos, then press that subscribe button down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you press the notification bell, you'll be notified every time I upload. So thank you for watching.